I'm sure it will be very helpful if you watch it until the end. Please watch until the end. Nowadays we can easily see, right? Disinfectant, 99.9%. Why is it not 100%? They spread pesticides on the banana farm. Because the territory is very wide, sometimes they use the airplane. Do you think it can kill 100% of all the insects by only using the pesticide? Some insects have a special genes that are immune to pesticide. Of course, you can kill most of them. The insect that is resistant to the pesticides survives. When the insect gives birth, the baby becomes resistant. Next time, even if you use the same pesticide, this baby already has an immune system. It's a similar situation that we are experiencing right now. There are already 70 viruses identified as a corona. Seems like when they develop the vaccine, there will be another coronavirus. In the past, I had a flu shot that used to be popular. A few weeks later, I caught a cold. Corona is like a cold of many kinds. This is the reason why we must search about NK cell, natural killing cell. HemoHIM can make NK cell activate. We have a definite clinical result. In this content, let me explain to you why this HemoHIM will become popular in the world. There are around 200 networking in Korea. Among all the networks, HemoHIM is number 1 in sales. As you can see, it is absolute sales. HemoHIM is very popular in Korea. It cannot compare with other products. In 2006, there was an article in ㅅAtomyguy82. HemoHIM is used as a supplement to prevent the side effects of anti-cancer drugs. The United States FDA proves that no pesticides, no heavy metals, and toxics were detected. It was proven stability. Aside from that, Atomy has a patent all over the world. At that time, we usually see the picture of the mice. They administered cancer cells to mice. They don't give anything to the one mice. Another mice, they feed HemoHIM. The cancer cells continually multiply in the first mice. But second mice, the cancer cells already stop. If you Google, you can find a lot of the papers about HemoHIM. The paper goes to the Minister of Science and Technology. It is an innumerous amount. There are a lot of papers. In the last page, there's a content like this. It is a health functional food for immune, hemolytic, and chemotherapy. It is helpful to this kind of sickness. There was a responsible research in this HemoHIM project whose name is Sung-gi. Dr. Sung-gi talked about HemoHIM at the Science and Technology at Forum last year. There is something interesting about it. There's a long story about HemoHIM, right? If you are curious about HemoHIM, please watch my video, The Behind the Story of HemoHIM. After they finish the animal test, they collect 68 people for clinical trials. The applicant came from Bucheon, was almost level of leukemia. Suppose he should stay in the aseptic chamber. After he took HemoHIM for 7 months, his white blood count became normal. You know, my wife had a problem with the rhinitis. Right now, it improves a lot. I understand those who suffer from rhinitis. You suffer for the whole year, especially if you leave the country that has different seasons. I am 100% sure HemoHIM will solve your lifetime's problem. I knew that HemoHIM was really good. When I take the HemoHIM, I will not feel tired. But through my observing of my wife, wow, HemoHIM is even good for the rhinitis. HemoHIM is good for the ear problems, nose problem, high blood pressure, cancers, diabetes, dialysis, all kinds of the immune system. Isn't it amazing? There was another article last year about HemoHIM. An article about HemoHIM was published in SCI journal. That is a Science Citation Index. SCI is a renowned academic journal in science and technology. SCI has authority all over the world. When something is there in SCI, it is a trustful information. What kind of articles were there in SCI? Scientists were researching about this HemoHIM, studying about HemoHIM since 2017. Throughout their research, they realized not only it is good for the immune system, it helps a lot of different places. By continuing research and development, They realized that HemoHIM is also good for the gastritis and ulcer of stomach. How effective is it? There is a specialized medicine for the gastritis and ulcer of stomach. Name is cimetidine. The effectiveness is similar to that medicine. These things are published in journals. If you take HemoHIM, it's good for this one, it's good for that one, it's good for another one. So many benefits. Listen carefully. This is my personal experience. I suffered for 4 years because of the atopic at the back side of my ear. Whenever I scratched, there's a white powder falling down. My family member knew it. I had suffered for 4 years. I just learned HemoHIM is also good for the skin problem from my mom. So after I take the HemoHIM, when there's a little left, I apply to my ear. After 2 weeks, it was gone. Wow, amazing, right? I suffered it for years. HemoHIM is also good for the skin problem. It is also good for the kidney problem. It will lower down your creatinine level. It seems like almost all-inclusive health supplement. Let me explain to you why this HemoHIM will become popular in the world. There are many health functional foods in the market. The one most important thing is immune. We passed through the SARS and MERS right now and Corona. There was the same condition, but some people got affected by the coronavirus, but some people is okay. The reason is we have all different immune system. HemoHIM make your NK cell activate. We have a result through not just animal tests, through human clinical trial. The total length of the human blood vessels is around 120,000 kilometers. Human blood consists of the plasma and blood cells. Blood cells contain red blood, white blood, and platelet. Inside the white blood, there are 3 things: B cell, T cell, and NK cells. That is natural killing cell. Let me explain to you in a simple term. Let's say we have to catch the criminal. There is a sketch of a criminal gang in your hand. You have to catch the criminal, okay? You have to catch someone who looks like this. When NK cells see the persons, without seeing the picture of the gang criminal, they can automatically detect it. Oh, this is a gang. I will fight. You don't need to show the picture of the gang to the NK cell. But B and T cell, they cannot recognize, oh, this is my team or the enemy. That's because they need the cytokine. Cytokine is like a model citizens. Seems like they're bringing the picture of the gang. Oh, and then when they see the gang, they tell to B and T cell, policeman, I think this is the gang. B and T cell will go there and fight the germs and virus. NK cell is like a highly trained, deep learning, artificial intelligence without brain's order. When they see the cancer cell or wrong things in the body, they will fight it. The method is not whether you have a lot of the NK cell. Important thing is whether your NK cell is strong enough to fight the germs or virus. HemoHIM that can boost the NK cell is so valuable. If you search NCBI in the Google, that is National Center for Biotechnology Information, in the middle of the article, there's something like this. NK cell destroy the cells that are affected by the coronavirus. There's a Green Cross lab cell company in Korea. There are only research and study about this NK cell. Green Cross is developing a cure for coronavirus with the NK cells. Clinical planning will be carried out in Korea and United States as early as the second half. The United States invested $75 million to this company in Korea. What does it mean? There will be a lot of the mutagenic viruses in the future. Every time you make a cure, it's already too late. It's hard to get vaccinated. Then what can we trust? We have to focus on this NK cell, who can fight the virus by themselves. It is an important role of our lives. HemoHIM can make NK cell activate. It protects people's health around the world. HemoHIM is bound to be the best health functional food. It has acquired global patents in major countries. It will become more popular in the world. If you haven't taken, please try it. You will feel different. It's not just health supplement that is boiled, extract something from the squid. It is a technology of the Korea government, that is Atomic Energy Research Institute. By the way, there are many machines in the atomic energy. There's one machine, it costs almost $1 billion. Actually, the HemoHIM is a proportion of the Angelica radix, Chongqing Rejuma, and Pioneer alba. There are also different kinds of the herbs in this HemoHIM. Individuals can never imitate, can never. Aside from that, they remove the toxic from the HemoHIM. As we know, we cannot take the herbal things for long, right? It might damage the kidney. But HemoHIM, it will not damage your kidneys. You can take it 1 year and 2 years, 3 years. This is a health supplement. It's not the medicine. When all the scientists done about this HemoHIM, they told this is a substance that about to come out once 100 years. We must take HemoHIM to protect our health. I hope everyone is healthy. Thank you so much. There's something little left already before. Something like this. Now apply like this. Okay, if you have a problem, you can apply like this. But I don't have any problem.